Another question is, how do you think this pandemic affected real estate as a whole?
As a whole, well, there's a lot to that question. One, I think agents that weren't able to shift in this market, it got rid of them real quick. You just can't survive in that type of market, and that's not to downplay anything, but it's just real talk. A lot of agents were struggling with that. Second thing is that what it's done is it's really made our solutions and what we were able to do shine. And then from an overall market standpoint is it's actually made a lot of changes in our industry that were needed. For example, we've been talking about virtual showings for a couple of years now at DLP. And we've been talking about how do we execute on virtual showings. And a lot of the pushback actually in the beginning is with the consumer is just like, no, I'd rather just go see the home. Well, it's funny how things will change in a pandemic. And how how buyers are open now to like all these virtual tours, being able to have the convenience of that, and they understand it. Obviously, ultimately, most people want to see the home, but they see the convenience. They see how they can get into homes faster virtually, and they can actually understand it. And it's funny because we ran a survey with our agents, and we were putting a home a day under contract, even virtually, without the home sellers or home buyers seeing it. And one of the interesting facts that we got out of this is that a lot of them put a contingency on the contract saying that, hey, we're going to do everything to buy this home, but we still want to see it, and we're going to put a contingency on to see it. And very, very few deals fell apart at all, because when they went to go see it this past week, they said no, they didn't like it. They all liked it. So that really speaks to the power of how virtual showings can assist you with making decisions a lot quicker in this real estate market. So from a broad scope, it's just changed the industry. I mean, title work is able to do things virtually. You're seeing a lot more virtual things, and I think that's changed our industry in a good way into a new normal. If you want to talk about just the macros of like the economics of it, obviously I went over that in the beginning. It's lowered inventory, which made just more consumer demand over the last couple of weeks, really, and really moving forward over the next couple of months. So every market's different if you want to get into markets. So I mean, that's where you have to reach out to your local expert.